Here we go again.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, spectacular.
Hey y'all! In today's video, we are going to be looking at the features of the outdoor lifestyle pack. I paid $6 for this pack, and this isn't an expansion or job pack. It is like the luxury lifestyle, and it just adds extra activities and no gameplay at all. So we are going to see if this pack is actually worth $6. You can find the outdoor lifestyle in the activities menu. You can go bird watching, go camping, fishing, hiking, off-roading, snorkeling, and spelunking or spelunking. You can also purchase ATVs and dirt bikes, and I just bought this new ATV, this cream ATV, and it's not that expensive. This pack is quite like, you don't need to have so much money to explore this pack. So the first thing I did was bird watching, and you can do like mountain, you can do Arctic, desert, grassland, rainforest, and you get this kind of nature pop-up, and you can either get closer for a better look or slowly turn and look. It's either you scare the birds away or you actually find a bird. I just added that to my wildlife handbook. So the wildlife handbook is basically like a collection of different animals or plants that you encounter while you're outdoors. So for camping, you can pick a destination. There are different places you can go to. You can go to Sudan, Georgia, Chile, United States, but I decided to go to the Sahara Desert in Morocco, and you can also invite a companion, your family, your friends. So like bird watching, you can actually encounter a wild animal when you go camping. And then I decided to go camping again, and this time I found a water lily, and I thought it was going to be poisonous, so I had my husband eat it, but it was fine. So this was added to my wildlife handbook. The next thing is going fishing. You can find 50 different types of fish. You can go fishing in a lake, ocean, pond, or river, and then you can also pick your baits. So there's nightcrawler, shrimp, artificial fly, plastic worms. Once you select your bait and where you want to fish, you can just like keep waiting or reeling. It just depends, okay? Because I actually caught a fish. I caught a fish from reeling it quickly. I don't know, I never tried the reeling it slowly, but I caught a largemouth bass, which was weighing 22 lbs. So you can either sell it, mount it on a plaque, or toss it back. I mounted it on a plaque, and then I went fishing again. You get the option to go fishing again. I went fishing again, and I caught another bass, but this one was smaller. It's lbs, and then I went fishing again. I caught the same thing, and I just mounted that one. So I caught 3 largemouth bass. You can also see the fish you've mounted. So these are the 2 that I mounted, Dory and Olga, and you can discard them, gift them, play with them, refurbish them, and sell. And then you can look at your fishing log, all the fish you've caught, the species, the habitat, the largest caught of that type of fish, and the smallest caught. So the next one is hiking. So you can pick a destination. I decided to go to Brazil, the Pantanal wetlands in Brazil, and you can also pick a companion. Most of these activities, have the same kind of, the pop-up. You can just pick a destination and pick a companion. So I got different pop-ups. We encountered a river otter, and I made my son take a picture with it, and this one was actually gentle. So it lets him sit next to it while we took the picture, and the river otter was added to my handbook. The next one is off-roading. Okay, so this one you need a vehicle. So the ATV I purchased earlier, and then for the location, open field, forest trial, sand pit, and mud bog. And you can also pick a companion, like someone to invite. So you get pop-ups like other activities, and then you can actually get an achievement from doing a stunt, but it sounded dangerous, so I had my half sister do it, and then she got injured. So imagine if I had done it, maybe I would have gotten injured or worse, gotten the red screen of death. You can do coastal, inlet, deep sea, open ocean shelf, and sandy bottom shallow for snorkeling. And snorkeling, you can encounter sea animals. I got a pop-up to like swim closer to a creature or swim in place. And then I discovered a humpback whale. So I just decided to observe it because I don't know anything about humpbacks and I was not trying to risk my life. For the next one, which is the last activity, that is spelunking. So this one is just like exploring a cave and you can just pick a destination. This one has like a difficulty bar, so if you don't like how difficult it is, you can reconsider your travel plans. But I decided to go because the difficulty was quite low. And then this is like you're kind of playing hide and seek. You have to pick one path to follow, and I just picked one, and then I ended up in a large chamber, and I just decided to research it because I was not trying to risk my life. Okay, but then I kind of figured that if you can, like, it's a cave, you should be able to find treasure. So I did it again and I actually discovered a jackpot, which was this leather briefcase, and then I checked the value and it was worth just $100. After doing all the activities, I decided to view my entries on wild animals, my entries on birds, the fish I've caught, my entries on marine life, and my entries on plants. And so once you select whichever one, I've discovered two wild animals, and it kind of gives you a hint to where you can find the other animals. Like, you can find this animal in the rainforest, you can find this animal in the Arctic, you can find this animal in the woodland, and so on. For the fennec fox, you can see the species, the habitat, the temperament, and the first time you encountered the animal. And for the river otter, it's basically the same thing for the wild animals, I think. And then for the peregrine falcon, the species, the habitat, and the temperament, which showed violent. And then the largemouth bass, and then for marine life, the humpback whale, you can see the species, the habitat, and the temperament. For the plant too, it's basically the same thing, where you first encountered it, the habitat, and the species. And for the achievements that come with this pack, you can catch a single fish, purchase an ATV, earn the animal badge, plant badge, fishing badge, marine life badge, bird badge, catch 10 fish, catch a marlin, do a trick while off-roading, reach the end of the Grota del Formaggio, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, reach the end of Gouffre Beggar, and then own a bicycle, which made me realize that they added bicycles for free. Okay, and you can basically find it when you go shopping, when you want to buy a car, whatever, to visit the bicycle shop. I think this is an okay addition because it is free. And then after buying the bicycle, you can basically view it in your assets, and you can gift it to someone, restore it, ride it, and you can also decide to sell it. So for riding it, in my opinion, it is just like taking a walk, because you can find something, like they recycled the walk, take a walk tab. So these are all the activities you can do with the outdoor lifestyle pack. I was considering not buying this pack when I saw they increased the price. They put $10 and then slashed it to $6 to make it seem like a good deal. Let's be serious now, we spend $10 for extra activities. Like, who's gonna pay that? But I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, and so you guys can see the features and decide if you want to buy it or not. While I think it is a good pack, they could have made it free or even $2, because it doesn't have the range of an expansion pack. It is lacking, it is giving Zoo expansion knockoff. Do companies not give good free updates anymore? We do not want lazy free updates like fantasy vacations, visiting the racetracks, or going to the zoo. Honestly, they should be ashamed for giving us nothing and calling it a free update. So I'm thinking of doing a stream to like complete my wildlife handbook, to find the animals, birds, marine life, and plants. So I don't know though. Let me know what you think. What do you think of this pack? Let me know in the comments, and let me know if you think I should do a stream to complete my wildlife handbook. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.